Alright guys, what are you doing? My name is Adam, and this is an intro to my new comic channel called Never Too Old for Comics, or NTO4 Comics. And I'm looking forward to doing a whole bunch of videos in this area now. Comics have been my hobby, God, since 1978, I believe. And I kind of dropped off doing it for the last, since 2010. I tried to get into it again back then and stuff, trying to, sell and resell and stuff, but it was just a bad time to do it. But my friend Chris over at We Love Comics, at his channel, he inspired me to get back into this, along with my son, and who I'm tried desperately to get him back into it last time, and I ended up doing it mostly collecting myself, even though it was comics for him, like Sonic the Hedgehog and Transformers and stuff like that. But regardless of that, like I said, I think I purchased my first comic myself about 75, but I didn't start actually collecting them, like passionately, until about 1978 and 79. And I used to go to comic book conventions and stuff with a friend of mine. Went to one of the last conventions at the Ambassador Hotel here in Los Angeles, where Bobby Kennedy was assassinated. And the LA Comic Book Convention used to be held at the Shrine Auditorium. So I used to frequent that. Now, just to kind of show you, I've been wanting to get on Chris's silent auction for the last couple of weeks now, but I just in the middle of moving from a big house, and it's a whole other drama story that I could probably get into another time. But some of the comics that I was going to show during this time frame was some of these. One of my favorites is for the Pull-Out show was going to be Avengers 57, and there's a story behind this, and I'll tell it to you guys in a minute. Some of the other stuff I was going to show was Star Wars #1. You guys can take a look at that real quick. I'm not going to show that though. Some of you guys will be freezing your camera. I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. Champions #1. Ghost Rider 81. Got a signature John Romita for Avengers number 360. John Romita, Senior, not Junior. I got one by Junior over here as well, but he was the architect behind the embossed cover on that. Now, one of my pride possession of all I'm going to share, and I was going to share it in a Pull-Out Monday or something, but I was going to share it here with you guys and stuff, is I don't know how I heard about these two men were going to be at a comic book shop in West Hollywood. And I remember telling my dad that I wanted to go. I remember he took my friend and myself to this comic book store. And we went in there. Again, I was just new to all this, so I didn't know what to get, but I knew that these two men were the most important people in comics at the time. And I seen this on the shelf. It was brand new. It was the first graphic novel that they put out in 1978. Okay. And I had the man himself, Jack Kirby, and Stan Lee, sign these. Now, as you can see, my name, it's to me, from Jack Kirby. And I remember, there wasn't too many kids, there was some older guys there. Vaguely remember some kids being there, but I remember walking around the shop and stuff, saying, Dad, I don't know what to get. Dad, I don't know what to get. And in the midst of all that, Jack Kirby himself, what did I do it? He says, hey kid, let me give you a little something. Again, now I don't know why, how, or anything like that. I just remember just being awestruck when he handed this to me and just said, let this be part of your collection or something like that. I remember saying, him saying and stuff with this particular book right here. Now, it's not the best quality, okay, but it came from him to me, so it was that same day. I don't know how he got it. It was just in a regular bag, and it's kind of ripped here and stuff. It's not in the best condition, and maybe that's why he gave it to me. But I remember looking at this, and this was, I mean, this stuck in my head forever. And who would have thought that this would have, you know, later now come to be a key character in a freaking movie series, right? So anyway, there's a story behind that and stuff. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. So I plan to make more videos on this channel. Hopefully I could do them as regular as some of you other guys. I got a bunch of boxes. In fact, let me pick up the camera here. Hopefully it doesn't make you guys too dizzy. So I got a bunch of boxes here. Got a bunch of boxes here. I got a long box over there, and some other boxes also stored away. I've just been going through all this stuff, and I got some. Majority of my collection is X-Men and Wolverines, and sporadic DC stuff. I've never been a big DC person. I'm sure some of you guys who share that. You were either Marvel or DC, you know. I did inherit a bunch of DC books, a lot of Batman, Aquaman, Teen Titans, things like that, through friends of friends who knew I collected comics. Somebody passed away or something like that, and they had a big collection of stuff, and they brought all the boxes to me. So I went through all of them. If you notice the stuff, almost 98% of my books are in My Lights, and I did that back in 2010. I rebagged a bunch of stuff just last year, I believe. So I try to keep up with a lot of my stuff. Now, there was a good period of time and stuff when my comic books were stored in a storage facility for quite a while, and I did have some stuff missing. I don't remember exactly what was missing, but I know I was missing quite a few key issues. Probably somebody who knew. I have my DJ collection of records, 12-inch singles. I have over 6,000 singles, 12-inch singles. I was DJing since 1983. And so yeah, and my background is in aerospace engineering. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. I wanted to put an intro out there for this channel, and I hope you guys subscribe and come back soon. And I hope to be a part of Chris's show over at We Love Comics. Make sure you guys go check him out and subscribe to his channel as well. So with that, again, it's NTO4 Comics, NTO4 Comics, never too old for comics, and that's a matter of fact. We are never too old to collect comic books. Alright guys, that's it. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.